Hello, StarCraft fans! This is Talk of Paladin coming to you with yet another mono battle. This one is going to be on Shipwreck, and let's get right on into it. In the red team, we have the red Zerg player, Slayer Zazen. His teammate, the other Zerg player, Nians. I have no idea how to pronounce that. I once knew, but I forgot. Other Zerg player, Dead Soldier, and the final red player is a Protoss named Fangs. The blue team in the top left, led by the red Terran player, Viet Punk. The other blue Terran player, Taib. Another, a blue Protoss player. This one is Your Mom Is Says? Your Mom Is Says? No idea. Your mom jokes somehow. And blue Terran player, Baltimore Fan. So, alright, this is actually a very special Patreon edition of Mono Battle. This was sent to me by one of my recent subscribers to Patreon who pledged at the $10 a month level. Now look, I know some of you are thinking, $10 a month sounds like a lot, but come on, that's basically Netflix, right? This is the argument I've made before. If you haven't heard it, this is new. But yeah, how much do you spend on Netflix every month? $8, $9, probably $10. Who do you watch more, Netflix or me? Let's compare. Let's compare the two, or if you subscribe to Hulu, that's another $10. You probably subscribe as well. So I'm just saying, if you want to go ahead and support the channel, I wouldn't say no to that. There's a link in the top right that probably already flashed by, patreon.com/FalconPaladin. I will love you forever, and at the $10 a month pledge, I will cast your games every once in a while. If you're giving me $10 a month, and you send me a replay and say, this is awesome, I'll go ahead and toss it up. I will. It doesn't happen very often. I mean, I've maybe gotten 3 in the last 3 months where I've done that. So it's not like you're being overwhelmed with these Patreon casts, but regardless, that is enough of that. So I can't tell what everybody is. For some reason, it's a new map, Shipwreck. It's not letting me do that thing where I can tell who's what at the very beginning. So let's see if we can grab a larva here. Corruptor. Corruptor here from Nian. I'm pretty sure that's right. Nian. It's less complicated than it looks. That's all I can remember. The Protoss player, I mean, I don't know. It's difficult. They're really difficult to tell here. So we're just going to go ahead and zoom out a little bit. Try to see who makes what. So far, I don't see anything super duper rushy. I don't see any lings going across the map. I do see Fangs taking up himself an expansion. A little bit close to the opponent. Same thing Viet Punk is doing on the other side of the map, though, so that makes it a little bit more interesting, I would say. So factory on the way from Viet Punk. He's not doing anything with the barracks, so I'm going to assume this is, in fact, factory tech of some kind. Stargate on the way from Your Mom Is Zez. Probably Void Ray? I don't know. This was a blind random game, so which means you chose... Basically, if you went random, it would choose a race for you and a unit, and you could repick once. And so a lot of people, I think, did that. If you choose your race, though, then you don't get to repick with a unit that you're given later on. I mean, that's kind of how this works with the random style of mono battle. It's just fun. It really leads to weird compositions and successes you would not see coming otherwise. So that's what this is all about. Hydralisk Den and Infestation Pit on the way from Slayer Zazen. Is that... I keep trying to select the larva with my S key, because that's what it is hotkeyed to in StarCraft. Come on. Is he using all of his... No, he's not. There's one larva. There it is. It's a Hydra. Okay, it makes sense. Makes a ton of sense. Slayer Zazen is Hydralisk. So Hydralisk Corruptor for Team Red. And what are we working on for Dead Soldier is the other question. Does he have any larva? Come on, Dead Soldier. There's one. There's one. And Ultralisk. Oh, man. Ultralisk. Okay, and what is Fangs up to? Fangs is making a cyber core, has already expanded, throwing up a ton of cannons to defend from harassment at this natural base, which, again, I don't think the other team even knows about. No, the other team doesn't even know about this thing. It is completely hidden. That's fine. That is fine. Better safe than sorry is what I always say. Banshee. Banshee out of Viet Punk, getting the speed upgrade. Hyperflight rotors for Banshees and Cloaking Field. Fleet Beacon on the way from Your Mom. A Stargate, or Starport as well for Taib. And Baltimore Fan is working on an armory of his own and has his own starport here. So it looks like a very Sky Terran type heavy composition here from Team Blue. Let's see what he does with this thing. It's either Medevac or Raven. The Raven, I think, can only detect, though. I don't think he can drop anything down unless you chose Raven. And Medevac makes no sense. Okay, so Viking, maybe? Maybe it's Viking for Baltimore Fan. Come on, dude. Make something for me here. Spire on the way from Nian. And he is... I'm going to call him N from now on. I'm going to stop embarrassing myself. N. Which means he's... I think he's our Corruptor player. Is that right? Oh, it is Raven. It is Raven out of Taib. All right. Excellent news here. Taib going for double Raven and getting the upgrade that starts his Ravens with additional energy, the Corvid Reactor. Nobody is attacking at all in the first 6 minutes of this game, which is nuts. Which is absolutely insane to say that, but it's the truth. Nobody got really rushy units here. Everybody's like at least 2.5 tier or higher at this point. Trying to think, is anybody not that high? Banshee maybe a little bit faster. Hydra, no. Corruptor, no. Ultra, no. Fangs is quadruple pumping. Oh, there we go. He's the Void Ray player. Fangs here, our red Protoss player, is going Dem Void Rays. And an Overlord for Nien is up here and just is absolutely scouting everything that the Vietpunk is doing, and there's nothing that Vietpunk can do about it except basically try to build missile turrets, which, again, you can see coming and avoid pretty easily if you're an Overlord, even if you don't have the speed upgrade. So Mass Banshee with speed is actually a little bit terrifying. It is a little bit terrifying. We'll see how Vietpunk does with these. And he's going to knock down these rocks that allow access to more expansions, right, and additional attack paths as well across the map. So we have a Queen knocking down rocks here. Oh, now Lurkers are out. Oh! Oh! Slayer Zazen, or Azen, is actually going Lurker. Alright, fair enough. Okay, so I saw that he could make Hydras because he needs them to morph them into Lurkers. He's not going Hydra, necessarily. So the anti-air options for Team Red are restricted entirely to Void Ray and Corruptor, which is not bad. I mean, that's pretty good anti-air. I'm not going to complain about that if I'm in a team game. Team Blue, on the other hand, their anti-air, it's Vikings out of Baltimore fan. Definitely those Vikings, and then Banshees here from Vietpunk. Taib's going the Raven. So they pretty much all have anti-air except for the Banshee player here, I would have to say. And it is going to be Tempest. Ooh, Tempest out of your mom. The blue Protoss player. All right, so Corruptors and Void Rays pretty good against Tempest. Don't take extra damage against them. Hit them pretty hard. For Team Red, Team Blue, the Banshees are just going to be a major problem. Major problem for Team Red here. I guess the Void Rays can kill them if they're fast enough, but, I mean, otherwise, no. Corruptors in here chasing the Tempest away, and the Void Rays at the same time coming on in. And you know what? They're going for it. Void Ray Corruptor versus Tempest here. Team Red wiping out Team Blue, and just sitting here to go after this expansion that your mom has tossed down. However, there are Vikings here. And the Vikings are getting some shots off on these Void Rays. But nope, Corruptors say, get out, get on out. And nobody really wants to commit at this point. Nobody wants to commit on in here. So everyone is just backing out at this point. Any other attacks going on that I missed during that time? No, Ultras are already on the way for Dead Soldier, though. 9 minutes in, getting Chitinous Plating, getting +2 melee attack. He is absolutely taking hard and fast, going for those Ultras, which we have seen be enough to swing a game. Like, as bad as Ultras can be in team games, I mean, we saw an Ultra player win a team battle last week, 2 weeks ago at this point. I think it was my 4v4. Was it the last MONOBATTLE? I don't know. Go watch all my team games. He'll figure it out. Tempest setting up again from your mom. Going to try to knock down these cannons that Fangs is replacing, even though Tempest killed them pretty easily that one time. Banshees immediately taking out a base of Slayer Zazen here, and an Overseer Corruptor group is absolutely going to town. Hunter Seeker. Does Hunter Seeker cancel if you kill the Raven that... No, I don't think it does. Kill the Raven that cast it. I don't believe so. I couldn't tell which one of those Ravens did that. Maybe if you rewind, you'll be able to tell me what it was. Tempest count pretty high from your mom. Going after these here pylons. Fangs in a lot of trouble. In a lot of trouble right now. Get out of there, probes. No, Void Rays to the rescue. Void Rays coming in. Get out of here. Get out of here, Tempest. No one likes your style. And they are forced to run until the Vikings come into support, and then the Void Rays are out. Oh, and taking shots from the back from the Tempest as well. Void Rays just trying to stand on in. There are only about 5 of them here, and they're going to die very quickly. This is way too many Vikings. The Corruptors do move in, get some damage done, but every Void Ray is toast right now, and it's just an absolute chaos. Absolute chaos of Corruptor damage, Tempest damage. The Ravens are here from Taib as well. This seems to be kind of our center location for battles right on here at this expansion from Fangs. PDDs being tossed down by the Ravens. Excellent job there, Team Blue. Good teamwork. PDDs tossed down, allowing the Tempest to do whatever they want for quite a while here. They could take down that Nexus, but instead they're going after the Assimilators, which I guess slowing down gas income to your opponent is not bad if your opponent's going Void Ray, but at the same time killing the Nexus is also pretty fantastic. Void Rays, or Corruptors rather, swinging in on top of these Tempest. and taking one of them down. No, not two of them down. No, just backing out. It looks like he's content to just kind of shove them back, not really pursue them that much, which I guess considering their corruptors and their cannons on the ground makes a little bit of sense. This Nexus is going to fall. There's a Nidus Worm up here, though, which I don't think Baltimore fan recognizes. Team Blue, there it is. Nidus Worm erupting. Ultras, surprise, Ultras all over Baltimore fan's main base. Oh, he's going to lose starports. He's going to lose SCVs here. He is in a ton of trouble. Who's going to come back and defend against this? I don't actually know. Meanwhile, Corruptors are going head-to-head against these Tempests. Once again, more TPDDs being tossed down. Raven player being a great teammate. Vikings are here. No, Vikings are bad against Ultras. We did that Vikings only One Trick Wednesday, and it didn't go very well if your opponent had Ultralisks. Let's just say that. So the team, okay, so Baltimore fan is either dead or lifted off at this point. Your mom is in a lot of trouble here as well. The Banshees show up, and that's the cue for the Ultras to pop on out. Go back in the Nidus Worm. There are a bunch of Banshees. There are a lot of Banshees. There are 17 Banshees. Get inside there it is. Oh, I think they all escaped before the Nidus Worm exploded there. Lurkers burrowing in at Viet Punk's blue Terran base. A lot of SCVs dying. Banshees clearing them out, though. Again, Banshee player pretty useful in this situation. The Lurkers doing a ton of damage, though. Can they take down this orbital command before they die? I don't think so. It's burning, but it's being repaired as well. And all the Lurkers are dead. Repaired orbital command. And Viet Punk has lost a lot of workers at the same time. +3 ground carapace, +3 melee attack being researched by Dead Soldier with his Ultralisks right now. Cannons being tossed down by your mom right now. He's just throwing cannons everywhere. What is going on? Are we Hunter Seeker missiles on the probes? Oh, big time probe hits on N's base here. We got a big old battle between Tempest and Corruptor. Tale as old as time in this particular match. Nidus Worm popping up from N on Taeve's main base as well. These Nidus Worms have been pretty good so far, but Banshee's going generally unimposed. That Slayer Aizen's attempted expansion again. He ends up losing that one again, which is super bad. Tempest rocking ends another expansion. Our Ultralisk player's in a lot of trouble. Good thing he already has a lot of Ultras. Everybody erupting out of that Nidus Worm. Taeve has nothing to defend against this. The cannons are starting to pop up here from your mom, which again is a big-time problem for both Lurkers and for these Corruptors that are flying around. So Ultra is absolutely laying waste to Taeve's main. He doesn't even bother lifting anything at this point. He's our Raven player, right? He's our Raven player. Banshees are here. The Ultras want to go back inside the Nidus Worm, or they want to keep going with this is the question. They want to go back. They want to go back home. Can they kill? Oh, the Nidus Worm does get killed before some of them can get inside. Now it's time to just go kill as much as you can before you die. Right about now, I assume Void Ray Corruptor versus Tempest here, flying back to the safety of the cannons. The cannons are trying to assist desperately in this situation. The Ultras actually getting rid of a lot of your mom's probes here at one of his expansions. I think all the probes are gone at this point. Well, no, one probe somehow survived the massacre. I don't know how. Cannons still up for your mom. Tossing them all over the place. So he's going Tempest Cannon. Tempest are a pretty big gas sink, so obviously he needs minerals to be spent somewhere else. Banshee player swinging on down, trying to see what else that he can kill. Although the Banshees are female pilots, so we'll just say they. How much they can kill. Lurkers are here. Good luck with that, man. Lurkers trying to take down a planetary fortress that Viet Punk has on this left side, but nope, the Banshees say you're not even going to get close to that, forcing a kill on another hatchery there as well. Ugh. This is going super poorly. 1,000,000 spore crawlers from Slayers, though. Wow. A lot of spores. Just going for it. Banshee player does not give a rip about that. Corruptors, though, big time problem. Big time problem. Banshee player, I don't know if you want to stay here with a combination of Corruptor and Spore Crawler on the ground, and he is going to go ahead and retreat at this point. Ultra is continuing to run around, pulling back to the safety of the Nidus Worm that was spawned, and, I mean, this is absolutely an insane game. So the right side is being expanded up by Team Red. The left side is being expanded down by Team Blue to some extent. There are exceptions here. Dead Soldier has a base on this left side that is kind of in between two blue bases, which is super weird. Lurkers here on the ground from Slayer. No probes. Don't long distance mine this way. Oh, no. Oh, no. The Tempests are trying to kill him, but I think all of these dudes are going to die. No, the Lurkers escape, and the Void Rays come in to save the day against these Tempests. Man, I think all the Tempests are going to die here. This is a lot of 8 Void Rays remaining here. How are the upgrades looking? +2, +1 on those dudes. The Tempest sitting here at +3, +3, +3. Wow. Okay, just +3, +3. TTTP's doing a little bit better there than I thought, probably due to upgrades. Caustic Spray being tossed down on these Corruptors on different bases of Team Blue, but actually losing interest in killing this command center, which I feel like there's their primary target, but maybe it was not. Slayer wants to push along the right side together. Can we do it? Can we push all along the right side together? Ultralisks coming right on in, taking down missile turrets here at Viet Punk's attempt at an orbital command. There are about 18,000 Banshees here. I think all the Ultras are gone. They're not. There's still one, but he's another couple volleys and he's out, and he is. Yeah, Corruptors need Overseers, man. They need Overseers if they're going to get rid of these Banshees. Where are they? You had a bunch earlier. Caustic Spray being used on Viet Punk's attempt at an expansion, and kaboosh, does end up exploding after it lands to get away from those Corruptors. Still some Raven on the ground here, or in the air rather, for Ta'abe. Baltimore Fan has a sneaky base up in the top left as well. Ta'abe has some buildings floating off to the left side. He could probably bring them back, is what I think. Auto turret being thrown down, killing creep tumors to allow this cannon rush to continue to push forward. I like it. I like this plan. Again, people working together very well in this game. I'm actually pretty darn excited about that. Banshee player from Viet Punk coming into Dead Soldiers bottom left base. There are no drones here. And very upset that he has no income remaining. Oh, trying to fly his Overseers over the cannons. Bad Hunter Seeker missile exploding on probes, or drones again. On drones again. I don't know if anybody has a really huge army at this point, except maybe our Banshee player. What do we got here? As the Corruptors flying in, trying to get rid of them, getting some nice volleys off. They can just run away. They're just so fast with that upgrade. Caustic Spray finally finishing what he should have started earlier with Viet Punk. There are 10 Ravens, 12 Tempest, 21 Banshee, 11 Void Wraith, 38 Corruptor, 19 Ultra, and 18 Lurkers. How are there 19 Ultras remaining? And has lost so many bases right now. I don't actually know. Tempest and Viking coming to try to save the day as Corruptor player and fighting directly against these Vikings. I don't know if you want to stand head-to-head here, Viking player. Your upgrades are only +1/+1, +2/+1 done on the Corruptors, and they do extra damage versus you as well, and I think you're pretty well outnumbered at the same time. Ultras are like, just find us stuff to kill, man. There's a lot of air stuff going on right about now, and we're mostly useless, unfortunately. So Tempest versus Corruptor. Again, Corruptor count very, very high. Fangs just says, just don't die. Just don't die. Ultras in the north side of the map. I don't know how they got here, but they just killed a Nexus from your mom. I mean, a lot of mined out stuff. In the 18-minute mark of these games, you suddenly start to get mined out unless you can expand. And there aren't many expansions for a 4v4 map, which leads to a little bit of shorter games here. It looks like Fangs is calling out, we'll win just because we're starving our opponents out at this point here. Ultras laying waste to everything that Viet Punk has here on this left side. The Banshees trying to clear them out, but there are Corruptors hot on their tail. Cannons actually taking down an Ultra with Tempest support here at your mom's main base. And yeah, the Vikings are gone. The Banshees either ran or got wiped out here. Missile turrets trying to take out Corruptors, and they do get one, but an Ultralisk gets revenge on his buddy there. Starport trying to build more Banshees here for Viet Punk, not working out super well, and pretty much I think it's just coming down to this Ultralisk Corruptor play. The auto turrets being thrown down here by the Raven player. And the Ultra said, you know what, whatever, we're just out. I mean, we're not going... Actually, this Ultra is stupid. He's going to attack into auto turrets when he doesn't need to. That's kind of funny, actually. PDDs being thrown down, but they run out of energy eventually there. You can attack them directly as well. That's actually a pro tip from Falcon Paladin. You can attack these suckers and take them out if you can see them, which in that case he could. Ultra is going down on more and more of these starports. Team Blue is bleeding and bleeding heavily. Lurkers have shut down Viet Punk's attempt to reestablish the space in the bottom side of the map. If Viet Punk could set up a siege on Viet Punk's planetary fortress here, he can outrange the planetary fortress. But he's a little bit busy here with stuff that is more inconsequential. Ta'abe is out. Fangs very pleased about that one. Baltimore Fan throws out the GG as well. The Raven count getting very, very low at this point in time. Team Blue has exactly 3 Vikings, 2 Ravens, 5 Templar, Tempest, and 8 Banshees. Fang very pleased about the result of this game for sure. And monobattles, you just never know. All the Lurkers have set up shop. Here to siege against this planetary fortress. The offensive GG is coming out from Team Red right now. Corruptors finding buildings floating around. Your mom's out. Your mom decides to leave, and that's going to be it. Right? Is that it? Is there somebody left? Baltimore fans out. No, Viet Punk is still in, man. Viet Punk making this thing happen. We lost our music somehow real quick, but the lurker's trying to come up, and oh, they're in range of detection still. How is that possible? Oh, there's a missile turret right there. Never mind. Never mind. Ultra's still wrecking stuff up north. The Banshees have to decide whether they want to kill stuff in the south, defend stuff in the south, or try to kill stuff in the north. Again, this Baltimore fan base up here, yes, the other team doesn't even know that it exists. That's actually kind of incredible that they don't know this base exists up here. Team Blue has a sneaky hidden island base. I mean, they've taken it down here. Dead Soldier has a lot of drones that he should probably move somewhere else. He is making drop lords to make that transfer happen. And I mean, this is pretty much it. You can see the amount of red on the mini-map. There are some cannons here. They're going to be minorly problematic for the Ultras to take out. Corruptor's getting rid of the bases in the bottom left. You can get rid of this one last... I think they can. Viet Punk's final base here has 3, maybe 4 missile turrets protecting it. But you know what? You can caustic spray those down pretty quickly. Especially considering you have +1 ground air carapace. But no. All right. Gonna back out. Please bring in some Ultras or Lurkers to clear this out, says our Corruptor player, and they're like, dude, but what? Okay, I guess. I mean, you have caustic spray, don't you? Oh, Viet Pump trying to expand here, directly under the watchful eye of Corruptors. Lurker's trying to come in here again and take this down. It's just... he's so worried. He is so incredibly worried about Banshees, but he's going for it anyway. Do not get in range. There it is, burrowing into the ground. Such a nice animation, that burrow. Missile turrets fallen. Those are the priorities, considering what happened the last time. Void Ray is getting rid of cannons again. Upgraded units, always better than static defense, as they do not benefit from upgrades. Viet Punk's base is dead, and the final base, the final planetary fortress, is being repaired. How is it still alive? How SCV repair is really good. Ultra's coming in to lend some additional DPS, and there it goes. Final base toast for the blue team. They being, by that I mean there's a flying command center here, but Void Rays found that almost 2 seconds later. And that's it. I don't think there are any more harvesting. Oh, there's this base. There's Baltimore. Oh, that's it. Viet Punk is out. All right, so Slayers, Azen, Dead Soldier, N, and Fangs are victorious in this 23-minute mono battle. Holy schenectadies. That was good. That was some good teamwork there. That really was. I mean... a lot of it was higher level stuff, so not a lot of stuff happened in the early stages, but we saw Corruptors assisting out Ultralisks. We saw Void Rays assisting out Corruptors as well. We saw Ravens falling around Tempest. Just people not trying to do it on their own for the most part. And when they did, they were pretty successful, so they were picking and choosing their spots. But regardless, well done by Team Red there. A lot of red on that map, and that's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit the subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.